Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to this live streaming of mine once again. And today, like every day, I'm going to predict about the S&P 500, the Nasdaq 100, the US Tech 100. Yes, Nasdaq 100 futures, US Tech 100, S&P 500, gold, silver, crude oil, WTI, Bitcoin, natural gas and copper. Yes, I'm going to predict about all these, and I'm going to talk about you as well today. And first of all, let me wish you all a very happy new year. Yes, a very happy new year. So during this year, all you need to do is focus on your work, and you need to focus on the things which you are doing. Don't get distracted by the ammunitions, the mass distractions of this life, Yes, there are many distractions, in this world today, namely laptop, mobile phones, Netflix, sports. You don't need to follow these, you don't need to use these gadgets or follow the OTTs. You need to follow your goals and dreams. Yes, you need to follow them. So don't forget your goals and dreams, because there will be many weapons of mass distraction. So don't get distracted. So my first prediction for today is regarding S&P 500. Any dip towards 6840 should be a buying opportunity for you. 6840, because S&P 500 in a few days time, you will see it touching a level of 7,000. Next on my list is US Tech 100, so you can buy it at a level of 25,400 today. Currently it is trading at 25,480. Right now, Nasdaq 100 futures is trading at 25,675. So any dip towards 25,550, you should think of buying. Yes, you should think of buying. Copper, my prediction would be that copper is going to reach $6 very soon. $6. Yes, that is my prediction about copper. But for today, I think the level you should buy copper at would be $5.67. Not before that. So you need to remain in the buying mode. Yes, you need to remain in the buying mode today. Silver, any dip towards $72.80 could be a buying opportunity for y'all. And gold, 4330. Yes, that is the level at which you should buy gold today. But don't forget to keep a stop loss, and please, if you are a trader, make sure you don't listen to my predictions and take a trade, because I can be wrong. Like everybody else, I also have the right to be wrong sometimes. So please keep this in mind. So 70 to 80 is the level at which you can buy silver. Okay. So now my prediction about Bitcoin. Somewhere in the region of 87,500, you should buy Bitcoin. But in a few weeks or months' time, I expect the Bitcoin to touch a level of around $82,000. Yes, I expect Bitcoin to fall to a level of $82,000, and again it will, I think, rally from there, from those levels. Somewhere in the region of $82,000 and $82,500. And I am bearish on natural gas. Natural gas, I am bearish. Crude oil WTI is trading at 56.84, and I believe that crude oil WTI in the coming days and months, weeks, could touch a level of $60.20. That would be the level at which you can think of booking profits. Yes. So that is the level at which you should think of booking profits. So now I think gold and silver both are falling at this point in time. So be ready to buy at the levels which I have told you. Robinhood Markets is one stock which I like, and it could become a potential multi-bagger in the future. And that multi-bagger, and it can show you a level of $235, but you should buy it at a level of around $80 to $85. When you see Robinhood Markets touching a level of $80 to $85, that is the level at which you should buy Robinhood Markets. Meta Platforms is currently, consolidating near the $660 range. And Microsoft, I have already told you, the best price to buy would be $404. Amazon, 176. Starbucks, 72 and 75. Somewhere between 72 and 75. These are some of the stocks which I like in the American markets. So now let me start. Okay, there is a question, Silver Monday target. Monday, I haven't seen Mr. Vijay Kumar. Monday, I haven't seen the horoscope. So I'll come on Monday and I'll give you my predictions, my astrological and numerological predictions. My apologies for this. So now let me start talking about you. Sorry, one more. Okay. Please do not ask me any questions regarding the Indian markets, because this market is basically for the this YouTube program is basically for the American market. So I want to start talking about y'all right now. And let me tell y'all that there are two things which one can waste in the year 2026. Either it would be time or money. If you have been wasting time and money in the previous years, and if you make a resolution for the year 2026 that you wouldn't waste time and money, then let me assure you that your success is going to come sooner to you than you think. It's going to come to you sooner than you think. Yes. So time and money. Because if you lose money, you can earn that money back. But if you lose time, time doesn't come back. Your gone time doesn't come back. So the time which is lost forever. Yes, the time which is lost forever. So don't waste your time, don't waste your time, don't waste your money, and be prudent, be wise in investing in the stock markets. When you are investing in silver, gold, when you are investing in stocks, be very prudent and wise, because I'm not saying that you can catch any stock at its bottom. No, I'm not saying that. But at least you can. Suppose if you want to buy your favorite stock, for example, if you want to buy, say, Microsoft, you can start buying Microsoft at a level of $450. You can buy at least 10% of your allocated capital at that point in time, $450. And if it falls further, in every fall, every 15% fall, you can add some stocks. You can add some stocks of Microsoft. So you need to start it at a level of 450, and then at a fall of every 15%, you need to buy some stocks. So you need to plan your investment. That is basically what I'm trying to tell you all, because timing the markets is impossible. Impossible. Nobody knows what would be the bottom and what would be the high of the markets in 2026. But if you want to make your investments, make it in a very prudent and wise way. So the thing is that now, let me tell you all one more thing. If you have made any mistakes in the past, please do not beat yourself for your past mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all make errors. Yes, but you shouldn't beat yourself for the past mistakes you have made. Yes, we all make mistakes. We should learn from our mistakes and move forward with our lives. We should learn from our mistakes and move forward with our life and try not to make that same mistake again. Some people have a habit of making the same mistake again and again and again. That is, I would say, insanity. Yes. Insanity. You know, if you keep doing what you are doing, you'll keep getting what you are getting. So if you keep making the same mistake over and over again, you'll keep getting what you are supposed to get, failure. And that, if you make the same mistakes, that means you are losing time of your life, and which is very important, because we aren't getting younger day by day. We are getting older. And who knows who's going to live how long? Nobody knows that. The clock is ticking. So you cannot show laxity in spending your time as well as your money, investing your time as well as your money, because these are very precious things. Very precious things. Time, the time which is gone forever. Try and understand this. This is very important in the year 2026. If you keep wasting time, then sooner or later, this life will become a waste. Yes. As I had told you all, that somebody once, I asked somebody, he was playing some cards with his friend. I asked him, what are you doing? He said, I'm killing time. I said, time isn't killing you. Sorry, I told him that you aren't killing time, time is killing you. I told him that you aren't killing time, time is killing you. As the time passes, you are going down the drain. You aren't getting younger, you're getting older. So don't make and as I told you that if we make a mistake also, don't keep thinking about that mistake and talking about that mistake and beating yourself for that mistake. You should learn from that your mistake and move forward with your life. It is as simple as that. You can't keep on harping about the mistakes you've made in the past. People have made hundreds of mistakes in their life, but they learn from their mistakes and try not to repeat it. Try not to repeat it. That is what we are supposed to do as well in the year 2026. And let me tell you that, as I want to tell you something, that we aren't doing anything. We are being done. We aren't doing anything. So the mistakes also which you are making, are being made by you so that life can teach you some lesson out of it. Yes. And your mistakes, one mistake is not the end of the world. You can always bounce back in your life. You can always make a comeback in your life. You can always do that. So nothing is, end of the world. Until the time you have a pulse in your body, you have a heartbeat, you are getting up every morning, you still have a chance to make a comeback, to bounce back in your life. If God was through with you today, He wouldn't have woken you up. You wouldn't be watching this program if God was through with you this morning. You wouldn't be watching this program. So you have to learn from your mistakes, because that mistakes teaches us something. We need to decipher that thing. We need to recognize what it is trying to teach us and never make that same mistake again. I'm not saying you shouldn't take risks. Risks are very important. If you aren't willing to risk in your life, then you can't grow in your life. And if you can't grow in your life, you can't become your best in your life. And if you can't become your best in your life, then you can't remain happy in your life. And if you can't remain happy in your life, then what else is there? Because after all the things which we do on this planet is for our happiness and our family's happiness. So that element of risk will always be there in whatever you do. As I always say, look for adventure, not for security. If you are looking for security, then there is no fun in life. If you are looking for security, there is no fun in life. You need to be adventurous, because there is only one life to live. There is only one life to live. If you don't take chances, if you don't take a chance on yourself, if you don't take a chance with your money, if you don't take a chance in investing in the stock market, if you don't take a chance, then how will you earn money? How will you grow? How will you become your best? How will you become happy? So that is what I wanted to tell you for the year 2026. And for those people who've had a setback, I want to tell you that a setback is a setup for a comeback. Okay, next, somebody has asked me a question. I've already spoken about silver. Silver, you see, it is best for trading, not for investment now. At these higher levels, I expect the markets to go up. I'm not saying that silver won't go up. Silver will go up. But you need to be cautious at these levels. Testing $80 is a possibility. Again, I mean, it had already touched $80, if my memory serves me right. Next week closing. No, I haven't seen that, Sahilji. How long low can copper come? How low can copper come? Copper, you see, I'm bullish on copper, so maybe $5.52. $5.52 you can see on copper during this week. Possible, there is a possibility. But generally speaking, I am bullish on copper. $66, I haven't seen that silver for next week, so when I'll come live and tell you all. Whenever I come next, I will predict about silver. So that is what I wanted to tell you all. So enjoy your year, work hard, because nothing will work unless you do. Unless you do work hard, unless you work, nothing will work for you. So on this positive note, on this very good, this second day of the year, I want to end my program telling you all that don't waste this year, don't waste your time, and don't waste your money. That is what I wanted to tell you all. And here I'd like to end my video. We shall meet in our next video, God willing. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.